Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Huskies of Anchorage taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there was no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. On second down, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
They go play action now. Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Riddick with a carry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now they run the option on 2nd down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 47. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Riddick. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry. I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On now is the punter. kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go back to Reddick. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Leonard. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd and 3 from the 9. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Throwing is Jackson.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
not able to punch it in. And if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who are on top as that game has gone to halftime. Kenneth Walker with a couple of touchdowns there. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Desmond Ridder with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Daniel Jones with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 4-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Now Riddick. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Jackson going to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play that time through the air. 52 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Holding offense. This is unbelievable.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is indeed good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Ravens ready to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, options out left. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He's back to throw. It's completed to Caldwell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
This to possibly force OT. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Ravens, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles